Play from scrimmage, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Hey, one set. We own them. SOS.
And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And his pass incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. But it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. 2.
Garoppolo looks to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Here we go. 11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
21.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
It's just me and you. Ready?
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go. 80. 11.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays and give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting him score a touchdown versus holding him to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5, as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
1st down, Washington.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
On second and 15 now. Haskins. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
The Redskins take over
We
first
play
and
to win.
10
Let's
at their
go.
own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it first and 10. Now it's Haskins. And an alley to run. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, and he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on second and 16 after the sack. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
After the sack on first down, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Here we go. Rock the pass.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Geis with the carry on 2nd down. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Play action. Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Buying time to his left. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. On 2nd down now. It's Love. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Better ball security, but not much else to show for it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
To throw on 3rd down. Haskins able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. And watch that, and watch the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quarter.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Haskins. incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Open man is born.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tressway to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go, here we
A
go.
lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some more.
Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. There he goes, right side. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's good, and that cuts it to 9 at 16-7. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Go ahead.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He rifles one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 14-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
On 3rd down, Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them. To a field goal.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He's got Evans, 30, and he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota, 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock. That'll
be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. On 1st down, here's Love. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a run with Cook. And some space here. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 91 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground, Geis again. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
But it's 4th down.
4th down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he goes out right around the 39. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Haskins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike. 53.
They go play action with Haskins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Get it.
On 1st down, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd down, Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears.